Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift.
So we just have to keep working our way down this list, I'm guessing.
It's dangerous having Imperial skulking about on the southern border of East March.
Girl,
Huh?
get out of the way.
He'll keep you.
When I was younger, I was obsessed with the Winter Olympics, and I still really do think that, you know, it depends on where you're from, because there are sports teams in poorer countries where the athletes are actually competing for love of the sport, and they are extremely talented people. And that's not to say that the people in like the, the U.S. version, like the NBA or the NHL or whatever, all those, those are talented people. But I remember, and it's even to this day, when you watch the Olympics and you see these people who are from these poor, impoverished countries, and they paid for everything themselves, right? Like they don't have a coach, or if they do have a coach, it's like their sister-in-law or their brother-in-law or their cousin or somebody, and they've paid for it, everything on their own. They've worked their way up from nothing, and they make it to the Olympics, and those are the ones that I watch and say those people deserve to be celebrated. Because then you have these people who come in and it's like they're from a developed country, a first world nation, and they've got, the coach is making a $7 million salary, and every single one of the athletes is making, $5 million a year. They've got sponsorships out the asshole. They've got the best drugs, the best food, the best water. They've got massage therapists. They've got a team of doctors on staff, and they compete against these people who have no support whatsoever. That's, to me, it's like, that's why I don't watch normal sports, because most first world countries have those kind of sports teams. And when you see, that's like a totally and not fair competition. And so when you see someone who overcomes all of those odds to still win, it's like, yeah, underdog story. But it also just goes to show you that like things like the Olympics are no longer about athletes being the best they possibly can be, because there's not a level playing field when it comes to sports and athleticism. There is not a level playing field. It is he who has the most money wins, like 99% of the time. Because if you've got access to, modern medicine and science and all this other stuff that can allow you to compete at a level beyond the average person, I don't know. It's kind of like if you remember the controversy with the Tour de France dude, Lance Armstrong, I think was his name. I mean, that's probably like 20 years ago now. But he won like 7 or 8 or 9 Tour de France's in a row, right? And then it got found out that he was dope. He was using, like, he was doing stuff that he wasn't supposed to be doing, and breaking the rules. And, he's talked about it in recent years, like, I had to, like, everyone was. And it's not like we weren't breaking the rules until they decided that I was breaking the rules. Like, we were obviously doing stuff that was, we were using loopholes in the system that then became, oh, well, you're not allowed to use those loopholes. We're gonna, that's not you. Nope, you can't do that. And so it's like, even he, as athletic as he was, admitted, I couldn't have done what I did had it not been for the support of all of these doctors and all of these amazing scientific advancements and everything else. And it's like, all right, yeah, I have no interest in watching sports. Lumberjack competitions, strongman competitions, those could be fun. I don't remember Sea of Remnants being something that I was excited about. No. That's like a JRPG, isn't it? I'm gonna go double check. I may be misremembering what that one is. But yeah, it's not something on my radar, no. Did I play sports when I grew up? Yep, played baseball. A little bit of basketball. Lots of kickball. And lots of dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Canadian ice hockey can be interesting from time to time. And yeah, actual football can be interesting, but it still comes down to, you know, the franchises in the UK having billion-dollar budgets versus the franchises in these smaller countries not having any money at all. And the World Cup as an organization is just as corrupt as like the Olympic organization. It's just all about advertising and dollars. I feel like I am on the wrong side of that, because if I drop down in there, there's a path over here. What is this place? Yeah, Dodgeball is a great movie. I haven't seen it in years. But I'll never... There's just that one line. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Bam! But yeah, when I was younger, I forgot to finish that train of thought. I was obsessed with winter sports when I was a kid. Like, single digits into my early teens. Like the bobsledding... ice skate, like figure skating, like some of the winter sports always fascinated me when I was growing up. And then Summer Olympics, I was always fascinated by fencing, which almost never got shown because I was a huge nerd of, like, you know, watching all these fantasy movies and, you know, The Princess Bride, and then, oh, they have a fencing category in the Olympics? What? And of course the fencing hardly ever got shown, because it's always in favor of like wrestling and basketball and it's like swimming. Oh, I quite enjoyed Sinners. I thought that was a great vampire movie. We're gonna take 5, everybody. I have got to take a break. I'm at the hour and a half mark, and I gotta go stretch my eyes and etc. Touch some grass. We'll be back in a few minutes.
My hatred for the Empire is bested only by love for my countrymen. My hatred for the Empire is exceeded only by my hatred for their witch-elf puppet masters. The Empire would have us become their slaves, as they have become slaves to the Thal Lord. I will not live as a slave, nor will I die as one.
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks? I'm a true Nord. Simple as that. I bet we have rabbit again. I'm getting sick of rabbit. Go tell the commander. I'm sure the boot in your arse will take your mind off your troubles. Talos Guide. your story? My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Thalmor grabbed him. It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
The Emperor would turn Skyrim into a puppet of the Dominion.
Boot in your arse.
I, for one, would not care to dance for the amusement of those foul elves. Countless dead haunt countless sleepless nights. When Skyrim becomes whole again, perhaps so will I. Before we wage war upon our foes, we must wage a war against our lesser selves. Cleave to your higher voice, and with it, shatter your foes. We have reclaimed our homeland from the Imperials. We will take the fight to the Thalmor. They are the true enemy. Make no mistake. The Empire would have us become their slaves, as they have become slaves to the Thalmor. I will not live as a slave, nor will I die as one.
What's your story? I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship.
Where the heck did I put?
The Empire will have us become slaves to the Thalmor. We are not slaves. We are men. Free men.
We are
Who
men.
will slay anyone who begs to differ.
Because we're men. We're men in tights. We work from the rich and give to the poor. That's right. Tips for combat in Elder Scrolls? Not gonna happen. Elder Scrolls has some of the easiest, most simplistic combat of all time. You don't need tips. Just push buttons. There's your tip. Push buttons.
The measure of a man is taken at the moment of his death. Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial Legate in Morthal. But first, we need to get our hands on some Imperial orders to make the forgeries.
By the way, this is
The
way
inns
longer
at
than I anticipated
Dragonbridge
it to
and
be.
Rorikstead are frequent stops
I thought we
for
were going to wrap
Imperial
this
runners.
up today. I don't know that we will.
See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. One way
No,
or
there's
another,
not a way for
get me
viewers
those
to do
documents.
that. If you want to see
What
the
do you
chat
say?
from all the streams, you have to have all the streams open because I am not allowed
Good.
to show
You've got real
anything
fire
other
in you.
than
I like
Twitch
that.
stream on chat.
Follow
Those are the
Skyrim.
rules that Twitch has set in place for multi-streaming, is that I am not allowed to show anything other than Twitch onto a stream that includes Twitch. They don't want to take the users out of the Twitch experience. So we are allowed to multi-stream. We have been allowed. They opened that up about 2.5 years ago. I have been streaming since the very first day that they said we were allowed to multi-stream. I have been multi-streaming on Twitch.
Simple as that.
But one of the requisites of that is that I'm not allowed to show any chat on screen other than Twitch chat, and I don't want to show just Twitch chat on stream. So as a result, I just don't show any chat on stream. So
Next
we are always
Imperial I
live on
see
YouTube,
is
Twitch,
dead.
Kick, and TikTok. So the only way to see all the chats yourself is to have all the different streams open at the same time. I see all the stuff over
Snowhammer.
here in my Streamlabs. I ran into a bug in Destiny 2 this morning, and I was not in the mood to replay a 45-minute dungeon. So yes, I moved over and I'm playing something else. We will go back to Destiny 2 next week and see if that quest doesn't bug out. Okay. I don't have anything close to there, do I? Guess I could go over here. Hang on, now I have 2 quests showing me. That's interesting. I have 2 POIs now for that quest. Oh, I see. So there's 2 places. I see. Southeast is probably the easiest. Right, this way. No, that's the wrong way. Yep, the alarm is at 4 a.m. every single day. Some days I get up earlier depending on the animals. But usually I start my streams around 4:45, 5 a.m. And you'll know when I'm up earlier because I'll start the streams at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That's because the cats have said, "You're awake, Dad. You don't get to sleep anymore." I get to work on my taxes again today after the stream. Yay! I gotta go tally up all my receipts for the year. Chris has already done her portion, which is all of like the electric, internet, utilities. And I gotta go through all my credit card statements this year and tally up all of my subscriptions, game purchases, all that stuff. Almost done with my taxes for the year. I'm waiting on a couple more documents, and then I can hand everything off to my accountant and be done with it.
You won't leave here alive!
I dread doing taxes? Nope. It's a part of life. I've owned multiple companies over the years. It's just something you gotta do. I do most of my own I do all of my own bookkeeping, and I have ever since I first started doing shit back when I was 16. But I do pay an accountant to do all the important stuff, all the filing, and all that good stuff. But all you gotta do is just keep records of all your shit.
If you've got some... Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but Juan's the one who deals with people. I'm
If you
afraid
need
I
a
lost
meal
my
or
charm
room,
years
Seen
I've got
Imperial
both.
Couriers lately?
I tend to keep my patrons' privacy.
His life is in danger.
Yeah, sure it is. You don't fool me. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy.
Can I try intimidate?
Now. That won't be necessary. He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough. Good day.
Just over the years, I've learned I have a document.
I have to wonder.
No offense intended, but I don't think we have anything strong.
That I just add to. It's broken down into months. I have normal expenditures that happen every month, like VPN, Game Pass sub, PlayStation sub, Microsoft Office sub, my Filmora license. There's a bunch of stuff that's annual or monthly recurring, and you just put it down and mark it, and then everything else is like one-offs. I bought this game here, I bought this computer here, I bought this news station here, I bought this thing here. And you just learn to do it over time. Fuck, he's way down the road. Oh yeah, if you work for somebody, they do it for you. When you're self-employed, you do it for yourself and work with an accountant. I have been self-employed and managed my own businesses since I was 20. I'm now 46, so it's my whole life. My whole adult life, I have owned various S-corps and LLCs. Where is this guy? Is he running up the road? Or is he just waiting for me? I feel like he's just waiting for me. Kieran says, love your videos, dude. Many people do. Do I have a recommendation for a great role-playing game? Go to my YouTube channel. There's over 10,000 videos.
You know how this works. Go
Pick
there,
one. They're all great
100 gold.
games.
Not a chance. Got him, boys. Ain't this a surprise?
Yeah, I'm not dealing with you guys. You guys are jokers. The only times I ever worked for anybody else when I was young was I worked at McDonald's for like 3 months on the night shift in the drive-thru. I worked at Wendy's in the afternoons flipping burgers for about 3 months. That was a summer job in both cases. And I made my very first job ever was at Walmart, where I worked for
Come along,
it
no
wasn't
more
that long.
stops.
I was a
We need to
stock
find our way
boy.
to solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far?
Which meant I stocked the shelves. I went out and got the carts, and I made it until the day. Well, I had to take out the trash. Like I had to take out the trash, and I remember there was a day where somebody came into the men's bathroom and like just destroyed the toilet. And my manager gave me a pair of latex gloves and said, you need to clean that up. And I said, I'm a stock boy, not a plumber. And he said, if you want to keep your job, you're going to clean that mess. And I handed the gloves back and said, I quit. And he's like, you do realize you're going to be blacklisted and you'll never be able to work at Walmart ever again. And I was like, I don't care. Like, no, I'm not cleaning that right there. That's a plumber's job. My job is to take out the trash, stock the shelves, bring in the carts. You're asking me to do something that is sanitarily unhealthy, not part of my job description, and with a pair of latex gloves. No, not doing it.
Flung into the Empire anyway.
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittorio Vici.
Speak to my
Extremely
husband if you
well-connected
must.
merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that import deal. And never should have come here.
That's right, you never should have come here, Imperial dog. Alright, come here. I'm never gonna catch up with her, I don't think. I don't have any bows. She's gonna get away! Exactly, Allie. Stuff like that is why I'm my own boss. Yep. Yeah, and then I did work off and on for the family business over the years. My dad and his brothers. I got fired like 6 or 7 times because I could never put up with someone pointing their finger and do that because I said so. No, sorry. I need a reason. Like, I'm not just gonna do something because you said so. Like, I'm the boss, you're gonna do what I say. No. If it's a reasonable request, yes. But if it's outside of my job description, I'm gonna question why. And then they get grumpy, and when you question why, and they tell you, bend the knee, and you say, no, and then you fired. My favorite was, there was a summer where I went and worked for my old man, where I had been fired like 4 or 5 times before, and he would always offer me more money to come back, and I would always need the money, so I would always go back. And he had hired a guy to be his foreman, and this was around the time where like he had given us all cell phones. Like, we had the old Nokia block phones, so this is probably like early 2000s. No, it might not even have been early 2000s. It might have been like 1999, 2000, somewhere in that era. I don't think it was after 2000. Anyway, he had gotten like this business plan for his company, and he'd given all his workers cell phones. And our job was we worked from 7 o'clock until 3 or whatever. That was the day. And then we would have a drive home, and he and the foreman that he had hired would try to call me at like 7 o'clock at night when I'm at home, and they would try to talk to me about the day that was coming. And I answered the phone the first week that went on. I would begrudgingly answer the phone because, what do you guys need? And after it became evident that it was always just them trying to plan what we were working on the next day, I stopped answering the phone, and it pissed them both off. And I ended up getting fired because there was a night where I had come home, and it was like the 5th or 6th night in a row where I just wasn't answering the phone. I would get in my truck, and as soon as I was off the job site, that phone was on mute, and I would just ignore it. And it was like the 5th or 6th night, and they banged that phone. They hit that phone like 15, 20 times with phone calls. And the next morning I go into work, and his foreman, my dad and his foreman both showed up and were like yelling at me about my responsibility, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I am an employee of the company. My hours are from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. That's my 8-hour shift. I am not a manager for your company. I am not a co-owner of your company. I am not a foreman in your company. I am a peon. My hours are from 7 to 3. If You expect me to answer this phone after hours. I expect to be compensated for me still being on the clock to pick up that phone. And I got told, well, if that's the way if that's the attitude you're gonna have, you're fired. And I was like, here's your phone. I don't care. So yeah, I have always preferred to be, from the time I was 20. I formed my own corporation and stopped working for my dad. And
Can't stop to chat, citizen.
nobody else, and I have been independent since then.
Is that so?
Somebody help! By the gods, no!
I have learned over the years too. I had clients who tried to micromanage me, and it was like every single time it was like, nope, don't want to work with you. And I would cancel those clients as soon as they would try to micromanage. Like, you would be in a negotiation, right? And you'd be laying out the terms and conditions, and you go over the price points, everything else. Probably only 3 times over the years I've had to fire a client. And it was always because they would get it in their heads that, oh, well, if I'm paying you X amount of dollars, then I expect to be able to manage you and your time. And it's like, no, you're paying me for my expertise. I'm the expert here. The reason you hired me is because I'm the expert. If you want me to be an employee, well, that's something entirely different. And I am not your employee. You're not paying my taxes. You're not paying my health care. I am not going to sit here and meet with you every single day at 3 o'clock to go over what the things were that we worked on today. I will check in with you on a Friday for an hour and a half on a Skype call. But outside of that, we're not going to talk. I'm going to go forth and do the work that you contracted me to do. And if you don't trust me to do that work without your supervision, then I am not the right person to work on this project for you, because I will not be working with someone over my shoulder trying to tell me how to do the job that I was hired to do. I am the expert, not you.
You puny weak.
What is my job? This is my job. I play video games for a living. Been doing this full time for 4 years. I am on pretty much zero contact with my parents, and I have been for 20. It's been a long time. I see them very rarely, and I am pretty much no contact with them. Yeah, we've talked about that a bunch on previous streams. Yeah. Never take a mobile phone from your job, because then they'll expect you to have, like, answer it at all hours. It's like, no. Sorry. Not gonna happen. There are plenty of examples of successful family businesses that work great, but there has to be respect. When you have someone at the head who expects to be listened to just because they're the patriarch, or I'm the boss, and that's in their story, that's not a collaborative effort, and that's never going to work out. You need someone who is a leader by example, someone who is going to treat every member of the business equally and fairly. And it's, you know, it's not rare, but it's also not common. Because often what happens is you get a family head who thinks that he's the best and that his shit doesn't stink, or that he's, you know, I'm the patriarch, you must listen to me.
Give me a moment while I make a few,
No, when you disregard everybody's ideas and opinions just because I'm the boss, my way or the highway, that's when you get into
those forged
issues.
documents get to the legate in Morthal. They should give them the wrong idea.
But there are many examples of successful family businesses that work great because the people in charge respect everyone equally.
Watch yourself out there.
So you can definitely mix family and business for sure. My brother and I are good examples of, we've been working together now for, Jesus, like 12 years. But my brother and I get along and we treat each other with equal respect, so it's really easy for us because we just have fun together. And that has allowed us to have a really good working relationship over the years because we treat everything we do together like fun. We've founded 2 game studios together. We've worked on tons of projects together. I think there's a road down here. I need to go east. Let's get around this river. I might be able to go cross country around here. It's not going to unlock unless I step inside the ring. Come on! There we go. Spiders. There you go, Harvard. Welcome aboard. That's entirely up to you. The first playthrough was my first playthrough and was like 54 hours playing a specific series of quests. This character is a different playthrough doing different quests.
Going to do about it?
Will be a much shorter
How are we
playthrough.
supposed to feel safe in our
Once I
own
wrap up the
homes?
rebellion, I'll be done with this
Please,
character and moving
enough
on to my
already.
mage character, which
I have
will
told
become
Ygritte
the
of your
character that I use
concerns.
for the
She'll
completion
look after you all. Please,
doing all
go
the
about your
DLCs and
business.
stuff.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
Dependent on other things though, because we are going to be busy with new
Those
releases
Whiterun
very
guards
soon.
can take down a dragon, so can we.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
Haha, I've got some documents for you, sir.
Is that so? Lost your uniform along the way, did you, soldier?
Oh no, I ditched it for this. Easier to sneak past the enemy.
I suppose it would be. Good thinking. Thank you, soldier. Let's take a look at these reports. I'm waiting on word about reinforcements for the fort. Good. They're on their way. We have some information on enemy troop movements. Excellent.
I'm out of coffee.
Stormcloaked scouts are making it difficult to move around. It's good you made it here in one piece. Why don't you have yourself a drink at the moor side before you head back?
I'll pass.
Until next time.
Hey, watch it!
No, I will, the third character will be the one that I that I do kind of everything that I didn't see on the first 2 characters. That'll be my like completionist character.
Good job. Ulfric was right about you.
And then after
I'm
the
glad
third
to have
character is
you
when
with
I can
us.
start looking at, you know, am I still having fun? B, is an audience still tuning in? And if so, then I will look at mods for that one.
You're going to Fort
But
Snowhawk.
that's
Meet
I
the
can't
brothers
predict when that's going
preparing
to
for the
happen.
attack.
Like the
Then
third
join them
playthrough
in
is going to
wiping
get
out the
totally
Imperials.
sidewiped by
Once you
new releases
prevail,
here in
we
February.
will garrison the fort. What do you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
Ghost of Yotei was a great game. Total had a great time with that when we played it last year. Here, south, and east, west. Sorry, west.
Huh?
South, and then west. Next month we've got High on Life 2, Towerborn, and there's something else that's coming to Game Pass. No, I think those are the 2 that are coming to Game Pass. High on Life 2 and Towerborn are both Game Pass releases. And then there's a Styx. Styx we're gonna play on the PS5. So those are the 3 games we'll be playing next month.
I am waiting for a good death. My Malakath is, as you can see,
I did this quest
it has
before.
not yet arrived. Are you sure about this?
I am.
We shall see.
Yeah, we're still doing pretty good most days. It just depends on the game too, Ali. The other day we had like 130 people on YouTube, 50-ish watching on Twitch, and like another 50 watching on TikTok. I think like maybe only 5 on Kick, but I don't really have much of an audience on Kick even after 3 months. Like we're slowly building up there, but it's still very small because we've only been live there for about 3 months. So yeah, I think most of my Skyrim streams I end up having about 150 to 200 viewers, which makes it worth my time to keep playing it for sure. Those are really solid numbers to, you know. So as long as I'm continuing to hit those kind of numbers, then I'm happy to hop on and play some more Skyrim. Even on the slow days, like I think we've had like 60 people on YouTube, 30 on Twitch, and like another 30 on TikTok. So we're still, you know, breaking 100 viewers even on the slow days.
I think you're bleeding.
Going that way, I can Game Pass must save me money. I have a running Game Pass subscription. I have a running PlayStation Plus subscription, but I do play a ton of Game Pass games, so it definitely saves me money. I play a lot of Game Pass Day 1 releases every year. Usually, I probably play about 10 or more Game Pass releases, like Game Pass Day 1 releases every year. So way makes up for its money. Even with the price hike, I'm still saving money. Dude, stop running! Oh, that was one of my guys. Did they run away? They ran away. That's right. You run, you cowardly dogs. Why do I have... Okay, I was going to say there was a red dot on my map for a second. I was like, wait, I'm inside this place. Why is there a red dot? Oh, I dinged. Hold up, wait a minute. We're going to take some health finally. Alright, Ulfric. Come talk to Daddy.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling.
Talius must be getting nervous. Taking March, we're practically in his backyard now. As soon as we're able, we'll march on Solitude. You've become a true hero of Skyrim. I number you among my kin. You shall now be known as Stormblade. The love of the land and her people flows from your heart, even as death to her enemies flows from your hands. On behalf of the sons and daughters of Skyrim, on behalf of all that is righteous and true, take this token of our appreciation for your service.
What's next?
You've no time to glory in your accomplishments. We're gathering for our final assault on Solitude. I need you there. Report to our camp in Hoffinger.
Copy that.
Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire
Crap.
still
How do I get out of here?
underestimates the
Always
force
get
of our
lost.
cause. It will be their undoing.
You can find my thoughts on Skyrim and Oblivion over on YouTube in the playlist for each appropriate game.
Are you a soldier? One day, I'm going to be a soldier.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
I'd rather die than go to prison.
Why are they hurting me?
Get out of the way, kid.
Victory is...
Get away!
Come on, we gotta get out of town. silly little guy thinking you can do that to me. You've got a thing or two to learn. I think we're going down here somewhere. Oh, and hopefully not accidentally falling to my doom.
Show yourself!
Okay, they're mad about something. Alright, they're calmed down now.
It was... You're going to the fort. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort.
Sounds
What
like a
do
plan.
you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
It's not too far away from here. We can get to the Statue of Meridia first. It's snowing heavy like this outside your house right now. Nice. What are my thoughts on playing with mods? I have plenty of videos up in the playlist over on YouTube on mods and when I find it appropriate to use them. Definitely feel free to check that out at your leisure. West and then north. They might be up through here, so let's go see. Alright, where are you guys heading? I'm actually going to follow them for once, because usually I just take charge and then they meet me inside. We're going to let them do the heavy lifting this time. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, me.
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! No, for the Jarl, sir. For the Jarl. That sounded like somebody coming out of the corner. Oh, hello. Jesus. Better drink a potion here. There's a storm cloak in the way. I'm sorry. What am I doing is you got in the way of my axe. That wasn't me. That was all on you. That was all on you. You literally stood in front of my axe and tried to blame me.
Come on, show me what you've got.
For the sons of Skyrim. How do we get up there? Nice. Okay, now we can go turn into the Jarl, correct? No, it has a different quest. Objective. Which is...
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks? My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that
Good job. Ulfric was right about you. I'm glad to have you with us. We're taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
Okay.
We're taking the city.
Alright, but that's weird because it says... Get your orders from Ulfric.
Gathering for the attack. Fight.
Okay, so I think we just have to go down the road. Looks like... Yeah. I wonder why that quest didn't... Because we definitely liberated, but he didn't want to talk to me, so I feel like that one's a little bugged out. Doesn't matter. We're supposed to go talk to Ulfric, so we should be on the right track. Doing great, Thorgan. Thank you very much. It's pretty hard to have a bad day when you get to wake up and play video games all day.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore him.
Glory of the Empire.
He can chase me all he wants. Find Ulfric over here.
What was that? Talos smite you.
General Talius to surrender.
Damn you!
Die, Imperial.
Come on. We'll work our way up here, I think. Just go straight to the general. I don't remember how to get up here. Does not appear to be a way through there. Ulfric has been injured. How are we getting through there? God damn it. Stormcloak's getting in the way of my axes. But we have to chop these down. We can take them away.
Call yourself a warrior?
Can you not destroy these? You can. promise. Going this way. There we go. There's the door I'm looking for. That's right. It's the proper way to wield an axe.
Secure the door.
Already done.
Well, so we're gonna.
Stop.
Stop what? Taking Skyrim back from those who leave her to rot.
You're wrong, Alfred. We need the Empire. Without it, Skyrim will surely fall to the Dominion.
You were there with us. You saw it. The day the Empire signed that damn treaty was the day the Empire died.
You're a damn fool.
Stand aside, woman. We've come for the general.
He has given up, but I have not.
Rika, go. You're free to leave.
I'm also free to stay and fight for what I believe in.
You're also free to die for it.
This is what you wanted? Shield brothers and sisters killing each other? Families torn apart? This is the
Damn it,
Skyrim
woman,
you
stand
want?
aside.
That's not the Skyrim I want to live in.
Rika, you don't have to do this.
You've left me no choice. Talos, preserve us. For the glory of the Empire!
You're...
The end.
Enough! Enough.
This is it for you. Any last words before I send you to oblivion?
You realize this is exactly what they wanted.
What who wanted?
The Thalmor. They stirred up trouble here, forced us to divert needed resources and throw away good soldiers, quelling this rebellion.
It's a little more than a rebellion, don't you think?
Ah.
We aren't the bad guys, you know.
Maybe not, but you certainly aren't a good guy.
Perhaps you're right. But then what does that make you?
That's the first bad writing I've seen in this game so far.
Makes us
I just don't feel like good guys and bad guys would be the proper terminology to use in this place. They've been speaking very proper Norse, Nordic, you know, and then all of a sudden, good guys and bad guys.
And so are you.
So be it.
Just kill him and let's be done with it already.
Come, Galmar. Where's your sense of diplomatic role?
By the gods. If it's a good ending to some damn story you're after, perhaps the Dragonborn should be the one to do it.
Good point. Well, Dragonborn, what do you say? Do you want the honor?
The honor belongs to you.
As you wish. This moment, we three will be immortalized in song.
Cover your eyes, kids. PG-13 moment.
Good.
Do I care about his armor? No, because I'm not Imperial.
It's done.
Well, I suppose some kind of speech is in order. Stormblade, I want you to have my sword, a token of my appreciation. Now then, the men will expect a speech. Will you stand by my side? I wish to honor you, Dragonborn, and the truest of Stormcloaks.
Of course.
Very good. Come, the people await us.
I'll go gather the men in the courtyard.
And Elisif?
Don't you worry about her. I've sent my best men to round her up.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man.
Nope.
Don't need to go.
And he's gonna give a speech, it said.
And now, I present to you Ulfric Stormcloak, hero of the people, liberator, and High King of Skyrim.
I am indeed Ulfric Stormcloak, and at my side the man known as Stormblade. and the world knows as the Dragon Boy. And indeed, there are many that call us heroes. But it is all of you who are the true heroes. It was you who fought a dying empire, who sunk its claws into our land, trying to drag us down with it. It was you who fought the Thalmor and their puppets who would have us deny our gods and our heritage. It was you who fought your kin who didn't understand our cause, who weren't willing to pay the price for our freedom. But more than that, it was you who fought for Skyrim, for our right to fight our own battles, to return to our glory and traditions, to determine our own future. And it is for these reasons that I cannot accept the mantle of High King. Not until the Moot declares that title should be on my shoulders will I accept it.
I didn't expect that.
Yes, what about the Lady Allison? Will she put aside her personal hatred for me and her misplaced love for the Emperor and his coin so that the suffering of our people will end? Will she acknowledge that it is we Nords who will determine Skyrim's future? Will she swear fealty to me so all may know that we are at peace and a new day has dawned?
I do.
Then it is settled. The Jarl will continue to rule Solitude. I will garrison armies here to ward off Imperial attempts to reclaim the city. And in due time, the Moot will meet and settle the claim to High King once and for all. There is much to do, and I need every able-bodied man and woman committed to rebuilding Skyrim. A great darkness is growing, and soon we will be called to fight it, on these shores or abroad. The Altmeri Dominion may have defeated the Empire, but it has not defeated Skyrim! How'd I do?
Not so bad. Nice touch about the High King.
Thank you. I thought so too.
It's a foregone conclusion, you know.
Oh, I know.
The Imperials are not going to leave us alone. They still have camps in the hills. They'll continue to strike out at us whenever and wherever they can.
I'm not afraid of the remnants. In time, they'll all give up and go home. What I fear is that the Thalmor will see our victory here and turn greater attention to our shores. We must be prepared to face them.
Aye.
And of course, we couldn't have done it without you. May the gods preserve you.
May the gods preserve us all.
Come, Galmar. We've still much work to do.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is a wrap on the Stormcloak Rebellion. Because I no longer have anything else in my quest journal. So from here, if I wanted to, I would then go straight to doing the Greybeards and following them that quest line and have the same ending that I just had with my Stealth Archer, because I would obviously side with Party Snacks and go to Sovngarde and etc. But I'm not going to do that because I just saw that with the other character. And that's all I wanted to see with this character was the companion's storyline and the rebellion. So that's a wrap on this character. We will be back with some more Skyrim at some point in the near future as I start my third character, which will be the Mage. That character will be doing various DLCs that I have not seen with the first two characters. So if you want to stay tuned for that adventure, please just follow along. Dribbarm says, yeah, that's it. That's what I kind of figured. As always, live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. I am going to go have some breakfast, take a walk down to the river. I may be back this afternoon for a stream of something. I'm not sure when. It depends on if we're playing Lord of the Rings Online tonight, to be honest with you, and what Chris wants to do today. I did call it party snack. I've heard way too many people use that. Now I'm doing it too. Party snacks. I kind of want to look really quick before we end up, though. Let me go back to the menu really quick because I want to. Well, no, I'll save that for next time. I'll save the character creation for next time. We'll probably, if we come back today, we'll be doing some more Tainted Grail. Tomorrow, we'll be starting the final quest line that I'm going to be working on in Fallout 76, which is becoming a ghoul. So I'm about to wrap up my Fallout 76 journey. It may not be tomorrow, but we're down to the last few streams of Fallout 76. If you want to stay tuned for that adventure, that'll be tomorrow morning. We got this ghoul quest line, and then I'm going to wrap that up. And then we have got some more Skyrim ahead of us. I need a little bit more of Hightail. And I got some reviews coming out today for the Fatal Anniversary Edition and Hightail as well, so stay tuned for that, folks. In the meantime, go forth, have fun, be good to each other, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you next time. Hey, and blame Bubbaloni, he called it party snacks first, and I picked up on it. And I've seen it a bunch of times in my TikToks and Instagrams. Party snacks for the win!